Hey there, what's up people? Olusina here again. Welcome back to the channel. And it's time to talk about Afroseries EP by Terri. And if you are new to this channel, I do a lot of content around music, from music reviews to album reviews. If you're up for that kind of content, make sure you tap on the subscribe icon and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I put up new videos. So Starboy Act Terri dropped his debut EP on the 1st of May 2020 and entitled it Afroseries. The EP has 7 tracks and a total runtime of 21 minutes. One would have thought that it would feature Wizkid on one of the tracks of this EP, but this is a solo EP. It has no features, it's all Terri. The artwork is somewhat minimalist and average in my opinion. I would have loved them to bring more life, on the artwork and try and play around with a few details, a few more details, a few more creativity on the artwork. But it's safe to say they're trying to play it safe and just put his face out there, which is what people tend to do on debut EPs and debut albums, especially if you look at the artwork for the Love and Light EP by Joe Boy, Fireboy DML's LTG album as well. It's the same concept people try to do for new artists for their debut projects. So let's dive into the music now. After Terry's part on that song Soccer, where Wizkid features almost all his Starboy act, people had a lot of thirst for Terry, but I think people wanted more. And Wizkid has been bashing a lot of forums, a lot of discussions about comparing his record label with DMW owned by Davido, and the fact that he's not brought a lot of people into limelight through his record label. Terry has also had his own version of the sticks as well, of the hammering and of the bashing as well. People have said probably is a fluke. Probably, his part on that soccer song was just a one-off and he wasn't going to be able to pull off that in subsequent projects or subsequent tracks. But it's not as if Terry was, all quiet last year. He did release a few songs, On Me, Shoe, Non-Stop, and BI in late 2018 as well. So, but I think people really wanted more from him. Leading up to this EP, you could see a lot of promise, a lot of people really wanting to hear what was in stock for Terry, to hear what Terry has been working on. The old record label and Terry especially acknowledged the fact that the fans thirsted for more. The fans wanted more from Terry, based on what they experienced in the soccer song. He really acknowledged that from the first track, saying, I came ready. Shebi na me wey kill the soccer, but then say they know they feel my pee. So, just messages like that to tell you he's ready, he's here now, and you need to feel this, you need to feel this vibe and jam to it as well. So does he really quench our thirst? Does he raise the bar higher? Does he set the bar higher? Does he give us what we want? For me, this is a fail or a miss really, and that is based on potentials versus outcomes or results. Based on the songs we heard last year from him, I can confidently say that all of those individual tracks that were released last year will knock off all the songs on this album. As a debut EP, as a new artist, you should be raising the bar higher, not trying to drag it back again. If you look back to last year and try to analyze most of Terry's songs, you would see that he does well when the tempo is fast, and that is one thing that has been his undoing on this EP. He tried to do it more laid back. The tempo is a bit more slower. My people have been saying that see way back and I think Terry has moved with Wizkid a lot, and there's been some Wizkid influence in his sound, especially in the terms of the tempo, the arrangement, the instrumentation of this EP. You see a lot of Wizkid's influence, you see a lot of striking similarities with Wizkid Soundman Volume 1 EP released sometimes last year as well. And you don't really need to listen to this EP deeply for you to be able to recognize those similarities. I think you should have stuck to, his faster tempo songs, which he really did well on Me, Bia, Shoe. I must not fail to give credit to whom credit is due on this EP, especially in terms of the production, the mixing and mastering. Kudos to all the producers that worked on this EP. They came out with their best. There was a lot of instrumentation on all the tracks on this EP, a lot of guitars, a lot of trumpet, a lot of piano, even the drums and the percussion instruments were just on point. And shout out to STG as well. It was mad, it was massive on this EP. His mixing and mastering was 99.9%. This is a well mixed and mastered EP. I'ma show you see. Many girls are they for free. Back them they laughing. Yes, I know they agree. Them they say they know they feel my pee. Every day I wake up, mama to thank Baba God for the favors. My favorite tracks on this EP will be tracks Ode produced by Tuzi, which is some form of laid-back Afro pop where it tends to, send a message of chop life, nobody knows tomorrow, today is all we've got, and I think it was at its best on that track in the EP. The next best for me will be Ojoro in track 4, which is supposed to be the headline track of the EP as well. This is an EP where Terri failed to raise the bar he had set for himself last year, leading up from the soccer song and a couple of tracks he released last year as well. He was a little bit laid back on his EP, and that's not surprising considering the fact that he's moving along with Wizkid, and Wizkid's sound over the last 2, 3, 4 years has been laid back sounds, just vibe and slow vibes and all of that. But I don't think this is Terri's comfort zone. However, I must not fail to give credit to the producers Sars, Killer Tunes, I Am Beat, Tuzi, and Blaze on the last track, Killman. They did very well on this EP, and special appreciation to STG, who did a nice work in mixing and mastering this EP. Even at a time where Terry struggled on some of the songs, he filled that gap with instrumentations, and they were top notch. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's my review of the Afroseries EP by Terri Starboy Act. Let me know what I thought about this EP and about my review in the comment section. And if you are new here, please check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Till I see you in the next video, this is your boy Olusina signing out. Bye.
You go stop to the buga, oh your kudu kere waka, baby I deserve an answer, and now your body be the answer, gone, yo, Obiageli.